So Black Bolt and White Flare released just a couple of days ago, and I managed to get some on release day. So go check out that video if you haven't seen it already. But I know that not everyone can buy every single Pokemon set, so let's take a look at the set list, let's take a look at the products and cards inside, and you can make a judgment whether you think it's worth opening Black Bolt and White Flare. It's also worth bringing up that just like every single set that comes out right now in this Pokemon boom we're in, prices are incredibly inflated. There's a new rarity in this set, BWR, that has a Zekrom, Reshiram, and Victini card, and although all three are incredibly hard to pull and do look quite cool, they definitely do not warrant the price that they're at currently, so please don't get any FOMO, don't buy into the hype. I mean, just look at how much the Umbreon from Prismatic Evolutions has dropped. I do think Black Bolt and White Flare is really cool, but don't buy into it based on the Victini price or the Reshiram or Zekrom. Buy the set if you think the art rares and stuff are cool, is what I'm saying. And if you don't care about Gen 5, skip this set. That's okay. That being said, there are some really cool arts in this set, so if you're not buying it, I hope you live vicariously through me. Cinema. So let's get started with a Black Bolt ETB and have a look at the set list and the ETB promo. Now, off the bat, this looks very, very nice. I am a bit sad. This is not me trying to sound spoilt, but I'm sad that I only got one of each because I'm opening both of these, but I would love to be able to have both of them as part of like my ETB collection that I've got going behind me, because visually, especially the Black Bolt one, they look really cool. I love the blue and black. Now, there's a couple of reasons why Black Bolt and White Flare are so such a special set, apart from the fact that they are literally a speciality set, right? They are a holiday set, and we'll go over that in just a second, but now we are going to go through maybe the most exciting part of these videos is this little booklet, the player's guide that you get with each ETB that has all of the different kind of cards that you can get in this set. It has the whole set list and all the different rarities and stuff. And dude, look at some of these cards. They're so sick. You have the BWR rarity, which is like black-white rare, where you get a black Zekrom card, and then in White Flare, you can get the white Reshiram card, and in both, you can get a red Victini, which I think in Japanese was a promo, but this one, it's like just a secret rare in the set, which is cool. And then it's just like 151 for Kanto, except from you just get every single Unova card, or Pokemon. And then one of the craziest parts about this is the fact that every single Unova card gets its own art rare. Look at the page upon page upon page of special cards that you get. I'm pretty sure it's every single Pokemon, right? I'd heard that in rumors, but I've not actually checked, so I could be saying nonsense. But it looks like it from the amount of Pokemon there is. And then you've got the secret rares at the back, which you get an Excadrill, which Excadrill is one of my favorite Pokemon. The art's not that cool, but I would be so hype if I got it. Obviously, the Zekrom looks fucking amazing. The Kyurem, these two, End's Plan is sick. Oh, of course, I've just realized this isn't every single one of the Pokemon, because the other half of the Pokemon are in the other set, which is another really interesting thing about this set. It is two separate sets, so Black Bolt and White Flare are completely separate, which is the first time, I think, that this has happened in English, which is very cool. Okay, we have our ETB here, and I've seen people do this. I didn't realize this was even a thing. You just fold out the rectangles here, so you can like access the stuff, which is cool. And one of the things you can access is the promo. Now, unfortunately, I don't really like the mythical trio, Thundurus, Landorus, and whatever the hell, Windurus, or whatever he is. But this art does go crazy hard. I think he looks really cool. So I think this is the best promo out of the two, but we'll have a look at White Flare in this video as well. And then you have the 9 packs. Here we are, Black Bolt with Zekrom on the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn. And this looks sick. I can't wait to get into these. I think everything else is just regular stuff that you get from these ETBs. Special Black Bolt dice, which is cool. Energies and sleeves. I'll take a look at the sleeves. Of course, we'll have a look. Yeah, so nothing crazy about these sleeves. It's just the same artwork as that was on the ETB. Okay, where do we start? Well, I mean, obviously we start with opening some Black Bolt because that's all we've got at this point. So I was talking about the differences between the two sets. So half of the Pokemon, this is the first English generation, as far as I'm aware, that has done the same thing that Japan normally do, where they split up their two sets. So Scarlet and Violet were two different sets in Japan, but one set in English. And Black Bolt and White Flare are two different sets in both Japan and English, which is cool. Japanese and English. Right, I'm gonna take in every single one of these cards because I do love Unova. It is a very, very cool region, and some of the Pokemon are sick, and then some of them are clink. So do with that as you will. I'm not a big fan of Ordino, I'm afraid, but Emolga, I love. He's got a little pineapple, or a panap berry, I think. I only know that from Pokemon Go, I'm pretty sure. We don't care about the energies. Simipour, the monkeys, I'm very hit or miss on, I'm afraid. Well, sorry. I am miss on the monkeys, not hit at all. Crocodile, though, holy. And that art specifically is very cool. Oh, and this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Glad we got one in our first pack. A Petlil Pokeball rare. Is this an error? The Pokeball holo is going over the card. I don't think it's meant to do that. I think that's an error. That's kind of sick. Wait, let me get the cards that I've already opened. Because I opened 2 in my release day video, which obviously, as I said in the intro, you should go check out. Oh, no. They're also... The Pokeball does go over the holo. Okay, over the picture. Okay, I'm a fool. And then the holo, we get a Thundurus that matches the promo, which is kind of cool. Now, the holos that we get in this set, you can see the borders are kind of like it's striped, and the holo stripe kind of goes over. In my opinion, it makes everything look like it's got print lines, and I don't think it looks good. I am not a fan of the new holo. Wait, why am I sleeving it? I'm talking about why I don't like this card, and I'm sleeving it. I do like the Pokeball rare, so I will be sleeving that one. Very nice, Petlil. I'll give him to Trico to hold. Oh, hold him better, Trico. So this art is cool, but I don't like the new holo foil of the lines, and you can see it looks better in the energies, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about a bit better in the energy. Like all of the lines going across, it looks like a glitch or like an error, but not in like a cool way. So I'm not a huge fan of it, I'm afraid. But you might have noticed the Pokeball holo is very different from the ones that we got in Prismatic Evolutions, and it's much more like the ones that were in 151. I think there's been a couple of other Pokeball holos in Japanese, but we've never had that type of Pokeball holo in English, as far as I know. So it's kind of sick that we get basically the exact same set in English that they got in Japan, which hopefully means the print quality is a little bit higher as well. Love Krokorok. And is there like are they unknown behind him in like the sky? Is there like a portal appearing? I don't know what the hell is happening there. It looks kind of sick. Throw. So something that I want to talk about is my opinions on Black and White in general, because the Pokemon themselves are either... Hold on, did we get a hit? Oh, Excadrill EX. Yo, one of my favorite Pokemon. Hell yeah, I'm sleeving that for sure. Like Excadrill, for example, the Pokemon are either the best Pokemon and like some of my favorites out of the whole entire Pokedex of Pokemon to exist. And then you get cards or Pokemon like Unpheasant. And I'm like, what are you? Why did they make you? I understand that you're like based off a pheasant, but pheasants aren't cool. We don't need to make every animal into a Pokemon, okay? Some of them are cringe and bad and boring, but not to hate on animals, real life animals. Sorry, all the pheasants watching this video. And then we start with a Tranquil. Oh no, it's wanting me to hate. It's firing up my hater juices. I do think that despite me not liking a lot of the cards or Pokemon in Unova in Gen 5, the Pokemon that I do like Darumaka, for example, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, the ones I like are peak. There's no like middle ground. There's no meh. Like, oh, that card's okay, I guess. That Pokemon's okay. It's either like, dog shit, hate them, why do you exist? Like Bear Yamem, or however you say his name. Fuck off trader. Throw, don't care about. Munna, I actually really like. I know there's no rhyme or reason. This card's based off a fetus, I think. But I do really like it. Same with Krokorok. I think it's sick. Conkeldurr, cringe as hell. But something that I love about the Pokemon card game, well, not the game, but collecting the cards, is that I can look at a Pokemon, for like Pawniard, and go, that card, that like the Pokemon's design is really sick. But when you're looking at the art of a card, that art can then transform your opinion on the Pokemon to the point where like a really cringe Pokemon that you don't like could have a really sick art for a card, and it just like changes your whole opinion and vibe on it. Like Pansage. I think the monkeys from Gen 5 are really bad designed Pokemon, and I don't like them. The fact that they took the concept of like see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, I think the concept is really cool, but the execution is awful, and I don't like them. But this art goes crazy. This is so sick. The rain with the droplets, and he's just so dumbfoundedly happy sitting underneath this leaf. I think this looks really cool, despite me not liking Pansage. Panpour, okay, this art's bad. I don't like him. You cringe. But you get what I'm saying, right? Sometimes you can get a really cool Pokemon, really bad Pokemon, but has a really cool art, and it makes up for the fact that it's a cringe Pokemon. A Pokeball Solosis. I do love this evolution line, but mainly because I like Reinculus. I'm rubbish at saying the Pokemon's names, especially ones that are games that I played when I was a child, because I'm not really used to saying their names out loud. Yo! Kyurem EX full art. Oh, that's actually crazy cool. The colors in this go insane. I love the light blue mixing with like the icy blue of Kyurem, however you say it. Oh, I'm very happy with that. This is one of the few legendaries from this generation that I like. This generation's also the Three Musketeers, right, with Keldeo. I don't like Keldeo at all as a Pokemon. Same with the Musketeers, not a big fan. Genesec's okay, but Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem are the saving grace for this generation for me because they're really cool. Now, having said that, I have heard that the Keldeo art rare is really, really cool, or special art rare, whatever it is. I don't even think it's in Black Bolt. That might be a White Flare exclusive, but I have heard that the art of that is cool, so I will reserve judgment, but the Pokemon itself, cringe as hell. Axew is in this half? Okay. This is something we've also got to keep note of, is what Pokemon are appearing in Black Bolt and which set I prefer. Because, for example, Amoonguss, I couldn't really care. Kind of sus, bro. But Seismitoad, I do really care about. I think Black Bolt might have some of my favorite Pokemon. It already has Darumaka and Darmanitan, Axew and Haxorus. Speaking of the devil, and he shall appear. Speaking of the devil, I'm sleeving this, even though it's just a regular rare Haxorus. I think he looks cool as hell. I love when the color of the card matches the color of the Pokemon. I'm a very simple man. I see colors matching and I go, that looks cool, which is why I like this one. But Kyurem is definitely leading the pack at the moment. Trico's got a lot to hold over there. He looks like he's struggling a bit. Okay, 4 packs left of this ETB. I think what we'll do is we'll open up the White Flare ETB next, and then open up each binder collection, which has 5 packs. Because I do want to see what White Flare's card roster is like and have a look at their ETB in the promo of that before just degenning all of the packs. Gerda, see, I hate this evolutionary line, and this art is doing absolutely nothing to make me like this Pokemon or the card. But Servine is looking fine. The perspective of that and the colors and the art, holy, this is so sick. This is one of the Pokemon of all time, you know? And then you get some cards that are like, Axew looks cool, and he's a cool Pokemon. This card ain't doing much for him, I'll be real. Seismitoad looking great. Lilligant floating in the air. I didn't know Lilligant can fly. Professor's Research. Oh, I talked shit, and of course we get a Pokeball of him. For fuck's sake. Alright, Pokeball Gerda. Yes! Yo! And I talk shit about Axew. Wait, do we get another thing? Holy! Cinema. This is the best opening of all time. The best pack. I don't know why I've turned into Trump. I have pulled the best cards of all time, folks. So we'll talk about the Axew in a second. We get an Excadrill EX, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, and it's a card that I'm super fucking happy to pull. Holy. And in the same pack, we get an Axew art rare, which I was talking shit about that other Axew card because, like, I like the Pokemon, but the art wasn't cool. And then I pull this, which is maybe one of the coolest, like, placements for a Pokemon ever on the cliffside as it's, like, windy. Look at the like lavender colored flowers. This is a heater of a card. Holy, let's go. That's actually so sick. I'm so happy to have pulled this. All I truly care about in this set is like binking some of the best artworks that you can get from all of the art rares that are available. If I can do that, I mean, I already have binked one of the best, in my opinion. A guy that's never seen any of the art rares in the set sees one. It's the best. But I do think it's cool, dude. I flicked through and didn't really look at any of the cards in the set. Hold on, maybe I should have a proper look. I'll have a proper look. Is this one of the coolest? We will see. Let's get to the art rares. Okay, the Snivy and the Servine, sorry, could be cooler. That Volcarona's very cool. Sorry, you guys can't really see the cards. Oh, the Darmanitan is very nice. Tynamo looks cool. Oh, the Seismitoad. The art goes crazy on that one. Wait. Okay, there are some very cool cards. Holy shit, wait, the Conkeldurr? Talk about a Pokemon that I hate that they do a really cool art of. This is one of the coolest arts I've seen. And I hate this dude. This motherfucker's cringe as hell. The Krokorok line's pretty nice. Okay, but actually, I think the Axew might be one of my favorite arts from this whole set. Sick. Okay, yeah, I was correct in my assumption. Axew is one of the coolest cards to pull, and in my opinion, because I like him, and I pulled it, and I'm very happy. Okay, sick. Axew, move out of the way, Kyurem. Axew's my new friend now. New best friend, whatever the meme is. Something that I haven't talked about yet, which is also insane. Like, as though this set doesn't have enough going for it. Like, an art rare of every single fucking Pokemon in Unova is already enough. You can get God packs, where every single card is an art rare. That is insane to me, and the concept of it is just so exciting. I mean, God packs in general are like so exciting, right? But I can't wait. Like, the potential of every single pack being a God pack, that in itself is cool. So you're hyped up when you're opening it, and then even if you don't get it, you could still get like just one art rare, and it kind of makes it worth it in my eyes. I don't know. I'm a gambling addict, so I'm probably not the best person to talk about this. Okay, Pidove, don't really care about you, I'm afraid. Whirlipede, I'm indifferent. Gurda, we've already talked about how cringe you are. Fungus, okay. Escavalier saving this pack because it was literal dog shit up to that point. Oh, we're back to the dog shit. I'm indifferent. Seismitoad, I love this art, and we get a reverse of it, which is kind of cool. Fungus, and then the hit is a Cobalion. Oh no. So Cobalion's in this set. Some of the Musketeers are in this set then. Don't care about you, I'm afraid. They are the Musketeers, right? They're based off the 3 Musketeers. I keep on calling them the Musketeers and not 3, because I think there's 4, right? Isn't Keldeo the 4th Musketeer? Which is stupid. Why would they do that? That's probably one of the reasons why I also don't like him. I love Cubchoo, and this art is very cute. Very minimalist. Same with Snivy. Wait, is this a God pack? As in, cool Pokemon only? Fracture? Okay. Oh, Unpheasant. Spoilt it. Never mind. Cryogonal, Golurk. Yes, a Pokeball rare of Tynamo. I love this evolution line so much. Tynamo to Electrike. What's the middle one? And then Electros. I can never say their names. Gen 5, I'm bad at saying the names. I'm sorry. Clang. And then a Beartic. Wait. Hold. Where did the Cubchoo go? Are they by the same artist? Because they look the same. They are. Look at these two. Wait, they actually look so cute together with the same ice and moon. And they look like they're drawn for a kid's children's book or something, right? But not in a bad way. Like, they look cute. Hell yeah, that's sick. Okay, 1 pack left, and then we're on to the White Flare ETB, which I am very excited about. Literally a whole other set, dude. The fact that they've released 2 sets is kind of insane. Okay. We've seen a lot of the art at this point, but I haven't seen this Larvesta in like a desert. That's kind of sick. Or this Sandile. Dude, this artist going crazy. What's his name? Gapu? I'm butchering the name. You did a good job, my friend. Well done. Minchino, Darmanitan, one of my favorite cards. Well, one of my favorite Pokemon. Braviary. This is painted. Dude, that looks so sick. Cryogonal, Reverse Minchino. Yes, dude! Oh my god, we get the fucking... Every time I talk about a card, we pull it. I hate Conkeldurr. What? Oh, when we get a Zekrom EX, I thought we got a fucking secret rare for a second. Holy shit. One of the coldest arts of the whole entire set. And for once, I am excited to pull a Conkeldurr. Or Conkeldurr. I keep on saying it wrong. Dude, that goes fucking crazy. The colors in this are amazing. Oh, I'm so happy with that. Hell yeah, dude. And the Zekrom EX, a double banger. That's the other cool part about these speciality sets, is there's like almost an infinite amount of pulls that you can get in one pack. Very cool. I'm happy with that. Hell yeah. Right, now it's time for the White Flare ETB, which means I kind of need to move this because we can't mix up these sets because they are literally two different sets. I don't know if I've said that enough, guys. This is two different sets. Do you know? This is two different sets. I'll say it again. There's two different sets. All right, let's break into this bad boy and take a look at the set list and what else comes inside this ETB, because there's a different promo, I'm pretty sure, because I don't think I need to say it again, guys. Hopefully you can finish the end of that sentence. Let's take a look at the promo first before we have a look at the set list. And the promo is Tornadus. I think I called him Windurus. It is kind of strange that they have 2 out of the 3 weather genies. What are they called? Tornadus, Landorus, and Thunderous. They don't have Landorus as a card that you can get, because these 2 are the promos, but there's no Landorus. That's very strange. For a card art for a Pokemon that I don't care about, this is kind of cool. It's not as cool as the Conkeldurr, but it is up there for sure. And everything else is pretty much how you'd expect it, and you get your 9 packs. Very nice looking, and you get your player's guide, which we can have a flick through now to see. Here is the BWR rarity of the White Reshiram. And then here is our set list and the other half of all the Pokemon that you can get. Oh, that's not fair. White Flare gets Tepig's evolution line and Oshawott evolution line? Damn, that's crazy. But it does get Keldeo, so maybe it's the cringe one. I don't know. Let's have a look at some of the art rares. Holy, okay, wait. This Tepig is very nice. The Litwick to Chandelure line is so cool. Oh my god, that Samurott looks amazing. That Zeb Striker as well. Damn, there's a lot of really cool cards in here. This Woobat looks cool, and I hate Woobat. I love Archon and Archeops. The art isn't that cool on them. Oh my god, this Scraggy. Scraggy is one of my favorite Pokemon, and this looks crazy cool. Look at the 2 headbutting in the background. That's very nice. The Zorora, or Zorua, that with the moon behind it goes fucking hard. And then the SRs, you get the Reshiram, which looks cool. Keldeo, okay, the Keldeo art does look nice, but I really don't like him as a Pokemon, so I don't care. Oh my god, imagine getting a Jellicent as the SR. I would die. It looks so bad. I hate the Pokemon, and I hate this. I hate everything about this. Maybe I'd feel better about it if I pulled it in person. The Hydreigon looks sick, though. And of course, you get the Victini and the Reshiram. Okay, so as of yet, is there no way to get a Landorus? That's interesting. Unless I missed it, and it was in the other one. We have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs of White Flare. Let's get started. So I realized I just looked through the set list, but I didn't really pay attention to what actual Pokemon are in this half of the set in comparison to the ones that we just saw in Black Bolt. So I'm interested to compare them. For example, the Boldore Gigalith line is one of my favorite lines of all time. Oh, and we get 2 starters in this set and a Galvantula. Wait, does White Flare clear? I think White Flare might be goated. That Sigilyph art is very nice. The Swanna reverse, Archon reverse, I love Archon, and a Tornadus. Okay, well, we lost steam going towards the end, but I do think White Flare might be the better out of the 2 sets in terms of, like, Pokemon options. Maybe not in terms of art. The Hydreigon is cool, though. We've already got a secret illustration rare of... a special illustration rare of Hydreigon in Surging Sparks, didn't we? So we get one in this as well. So Scarlet and Violet has 2 Hydreigon special art rares, which is crazy. That Blitzel's very nice. Durant, I couldn't care really about. Zeb Striker and Blitzel in the same pack. Kind of nice. Look at these 2, big chillin'. So yeah, that is very interesting, because I feel like, I mean, I love Hydreigon, but it's so weird in Scarlet and Violet of all generations for it to get 2. It's almost a bit greedy, you know? Maybe Hydreigon should stay in his lane. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that one right, because isn't the generation, like the evolution line is based off Eins Wein Drei in German. So he's Hydreigon instead of Hydreigon? Let me know in the comments below. Frillish, I hate. I've already been bitching about Jellicent. Ferroseed's kind of cool. Trubbish, literal trash. Oshawott cute. Hey, I think I've given Oshawott some shit in the past as just like a general starter Pokemon. It's not amazing. Scrafty, however, is very cool, but not as cool as Scraggy. Drudigon's a bit weird. I don't like the different head to the body. Mineshow, couldn't care less about. We get a Pokeball Woobat, which is kind of cool. I don't like the Pokemon Woobat, but the art rare of it looks very nice. And a regular Woobat, sorry, a reverse rare Woobat, and one of the Musketeers. Great. Great, great, great. So this is our third pack, I think. We've only got one Pokeball rare, and that's it. So it might have the better Pokemon in, maybe. White Flare is better Pokemon-wise, but hit-wise, it is not doing very well. But we still have 6 packs left to go, right? So anything can happen, you know? We can still pull a God pack. Imagine. The Shelmet with the Carablast in the background is very cool. Pansear, Oshawott, Patrat, Galvantula. We've seen a lot of these arts already. Vanillux, I don't like the ice cream Pokemon. What the fuck is going on there? Heatmore, a Scrafty Reverse, and a Samurott Hollow. No hit, and so this is a good point. I wanted to talk about this. I put out a video recently talking about value in Pokemon and how the monetary value of a Pokemon card for me doesn't equate into whether I think the card is cool or not, right? I think a card is cool and money doesn't matter. However, some people have taken that the wrong way and assumed that like, oh, this Woobat doesn't cost anything, so I must love this card, right? No, I still think a lot of Pokemon cards are ass. The art is bad, the Pokemon card's bad. My point is, it doesn't matter if it's expensive or not, right? Like, an expensive card can still look bad, and a cheap card can also still look bad, right? So, just because, ooh, a Pokeball Trubbish is trash. Oh, that's not though. Yo, wait. We get one of the sickest looking cards from the whole set. Oh, I didn't know there were Wingles behind the Samurott when he's doing that pose. That's so sick. Oh my god. I'll pause on my rant for a second and let's have a look at this amazing art. Sheesh. Was I opening that off camera? I've got to get better at positioning where my hands are and looking at the camera rather than just opening the cards. But damn, that is very nice. Hell yeah. Okay, 2 hits so far, but the hits have been crazy. Oh, 3 hits technically, because we got a fucking literal Trubbish. So yeah, I'm only bringing up my rant about value again, because people in the comments were like, I've seen him open a pack before and go, oh, there was nothing in that. Which, like, yeah, I think that's completely fine to say. I wasn't saying there was nothing in it because there was nothing of value in it. I was saying there's nothing in that pack because I didn't like any of the cards. You can have an opinion on the cards. It's not a monetary value thing. But like, this Dino is pretty cool. So I wouldn't say that I got nothing in this pack unless literally everything else I couldn't care about. And hey, oh, okay, we get a Buffalon EX, but I don't really care about Buffalon. I think I would describe that pack as we got nothing. I don't really give a shit. Like, legally, we got a hit in that pack, but in my eyes, that is basically a nothing pack. There was only one card that I thought maybe looked cool, and it was this Dino, and it's not even that cool, to be fair. Point being, you can have, like, this shouldn't be a thing I have to explain, but some of the comments on my YouTube videos are brain dead, and I have to explain that, yes, I have an opinion on things, and I can like certain cards and not other cards, and that's okay, you know? The problem, when I was talking about what other YouTubers are doing, I'm not saying that other YouTubers are doing it and therefore they are pieces of shit. I said so many times in that video that, like, I'm just choosing to go my own direction. I'm not going to put prices of cards whenever I pull them on this YouTube channel because I like to look at the cards and go, I think that's cool. I don't care what other people think. You know? Like this Archeops. Dude, this artwork goes crazy, even though there are the, like, sideways print hollow lines that I don't like. This artwork's cool, and it's a hollow. I'm sleeving this bad boy. This looks sick. And I don't need a little ka-ching and a 50-cent fucking thing to pop up. It's actually very funny though, because I'm not editing this video. I'm giving this to my friend who's been helping me with the edits. Shout out to Will. He was actually there on my release day video. You've probably seen him in a couple videos. I'm giving this video for him to edit, so it would be so funny if he's been adding the Pokemon values and like ka-ching noises for every single card. I'd have no control over it. Okay, we get a Pokeball energy retrieval. This has got to be worth like a couple $100, right? This one's a rare card. This one goes crazy. And do we get an EX? We don't. But that Chandelure art's pretty sick. Hell yeah. But at least we got a rare energy retrieval, dude. This one's worth at least 2 Bitcoin, I've heard. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. All right, the last pack of this White Flare ETB, and then we will get into our binder collections. Oh, fuck. Hey, I hope there's nothing rare in that. I just fucking threw the cards across the table. Oh, dear. Surely they're not damaged. Imagine that was a God pack. Holy. Zwilus, pretty nice. Cottony, Litwick. Ferrothorn, just fucking chilling. Look at his vines going up. This art's pretty cool. Cherin. All my homies hate Cherin. I don't know why. He's just really annoying. The fact that he became a gym leader in the sequel game, I was like, couldn't have happened to a worse person. You were annoying as hell, dude. Gigalith, one of my favorite Pokemon ever. Oshawott, and Terrakion, one of the Musketeers, to end off that ETB. So our Black Bolt ETB, we got 2 art rares in it. And I think, honestly, like 2 full arts, we looked out on our first ETB, because comparatively, like, we got this Samurott, which is very cool, but no other art rares, barely any Pokeball rares. What? Look at this. Look at how lucky I was with Black Bolt in comparison to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 cards that I wanted to sleeve, and here we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, dude. That's crazy. Not all of them are actual hits, as in, like, I sleeved up a holo Beartic. Oh, and the holo Haxorus. There was only 2 extra holos in that. That's crazy. Hey, Black Bolt is superior to White Flare. We heard it here first. Right, the Black Bolt binder next. That's a tongue twister. I don't think I can really fit this in because it's so huge. That's what she said. But it comes with 5 packs and a binder, which, because I don't know if this is like, if I am just susceptible to marketing. I mean, I know I am. Because I've got this whole binder now, I kind of really want to complete the whole set. Which I think is definitely part of their intention, right? They give you the binder, they're like, now you've got to put the cards in it, dude. But I do think also these binders are really nice. Oh, wait, no way. And the binder comes with a page that I think is also in the ETB. It's a little checklist of every single card to see if you've got your master set. That's a really nice touch. Oh, and it's a little poster. Wait, okay. The binder collection might be worth it. All of the scalpers hate the binder collections because in terms of money for packs, it's actually not that great of an investment. Sorry. But we get 5 packs and a really cool binder. Let me just show this off. The Zekrom artwork is really cool with these black lightning, almost like ink. That's very nice. And then the binder pages are what you'd expect. There's nothing crazy. This isn't like solid. This is kind of bendy. But it's exactly the same as the Prismatic Evolutions one, if you've seen that. Very cool, and I think I will be adding my Black Bolt White Flare hits into that, and I might complete the set. I don't know. The only issue with these sets now is the Master Ball rarity, because I really want to complete this set, but I'm also the kind of person I'm like, if I'm completing a set, I want to complete it properly. But I'm also definitely not going to go through the effort of getting the Master Balls of every single card, because that's not only will it cost so much, but I also don't really care about the Master Balls, right? Like a Pokeball basically looks the same as a Master Ball. So to me, there's not much difference. What's the point? It's the same thing that I did with Prismatic Evolutions. I've been slowly opening packs whenever I get the chance to actually be able to open them. So I'm also doing a kind of master set to that, but only doing the Pokeballs because I don't think there's any real point in doing the Master Balls. That seems a little bit crazy to me. Speaking of which, a Pokeball Kling Klang. I don't think we've got a single Master Ball this whole video, have we? So yeah, I might master set this, but just without the Master Balls. I'll see. There's also so many art rares. And when I say master set it, it kind of means open packs until I complete the set. Or at least until I get close enough to buy the last couple cards. Because for me, part of the enjoyment of collecting Pokemon is the degen ripping packs. The fact that I have pulled these specific cards that I've got in this video is part of the reason why I like those cards so much. I think if I went out and bought those cards myself, I would care about them less. And you can think I'm cringe to that. I don't really care. I think that a lot of people agree that, like, pulling a card yourself is so much cooler than spending the money to buy it. And it's not cooler in that, like, other people will think less of me. No, I think it's cooler. Me, myself, with no judgments from anyone else. It's my own thoughts and opinions, and I base my own judgments off how I think and feel and not how other people perceive me. And that is how people should live their lives, you know? I don't give a shit about what other people think, but I do care about them misrepresenting my own thoughts and opinions. Like, sometimes people will leave a comment and they'll be like, oh, I can't believe Lucky J thinks this. I'm like, I don't think that. Why do you think that I think that? That's crazy. But anyway, I digress. Let's carry on with the cool cards. The reverse Emolga, I do love. First time I saw this art, I was like, meh, but I love Emolga, and the reverse makes it pop a little bit more. That's actually quite nice. Okay, so there is a rare Landorus in this set. So there's probably an art rare of it in Black Bolt that I missed. Because Landorus is one of the legendaries, right? So he'd be like around this area. Or he'd be an SR. And there's Genesect. He's not on here. Bro, my boy Landorus got boomed. That's crazy. They've got to release another product, right? That has the Landorus promo in or something. It would be insane that every single card in the whole entire of Black and White gets an art rare, including the 2 out of the 3 of the weather trios that are the ETB promos. But Landorus doesn't, not only is he not a promo, but he gets nothing. That's crazy. Let me know in the comments if I've missed something and I'm a fool, but I couldn't see him in that set list, and he isn't one of the ETB promos, so maybe he's in, like, the super premium collection that they're going to do of this eventually. Pokeball Alola Mola, I really don't care about you. And the last pack of Black and Bolt for this video, hey, we got nothing in that pack. Sorry, haters that don't like when I say we got nothing in that, but we got nothing in that. Next, White Flare's Binder Collection, which I'm pretty sure is just going to be the exact same deal. Let me try and fit this on my camera, because this boy is huge. Before we get into these 5 packs, let's quickly check the binder, which is very nice. I don't like kind of how the print just ends there. It doesn't look that good. I think this looks less cool than the Black Bolt one, but the logo is very nice on the back here. Okay, so the last 5 packs of this video, ending out White Flare. Let's see if White Flare can actually get some hits in these 5 packs, because even though we pulled one of the best cards of the whole set, in my opinion, this Samurott is so nice. Black Bolt, in terms of hits, is winning, in my opinion. So let's see if White Flare can pull it back. So the next set that's coming out after this is technically the last set in the Scarlet and Violet era, which is crazy, right? The next set, which is also weird that they included Black and White reprints as part of the Scarlet and Violet era. I guess they also did that with 151. That was also part of Scarlet and Violet era. But regardless, I think it's really, really cool that Mega Revolution is getting, like, its own tier, right? Its own set list. That's pretty cool. And of course, Mega Revolution is coming back because it's coming back in the main series games with Pokemon Legends ZA that is coming out very soon. I don't actually know when that comes out, but I am very excited to play it. I don't know if any of you guys actually play the games if you are also Pokemon collectors. Dealing Pokeball Rare, that's pretty nice. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is one of the cutest cards. Oh, and a Hydreigon. Oh, we got a triple banger. Yo! Oshawott, that is one of the cutest cards. That card is so cute. We only need the DeWatt. Is it DeWatt? I think it is. DeWho? DeWatt? From the Evolution line. Look at these two. Okay, White Flare pulling out of the bag. For real, for real. But yeah, I don't know if you guys actually play the games. Legends EA looks really cool. The, like, different mechanics for fighting in that game look really sick. Instead of it being, like, a turn-based regular Pokemon game, you, like, control the Pokemon and fight with them and stuff. Plus, Mega Revolution coming back in the games and in the cards. Oh, Reshiram EX! It's very exciting stuff. I am happy to be a Pokemon fan again. I'm just praying that Legends EA isn't ass like Scarlet and Violet, the games were. And also, I just realized that Mega Revolution coming back in the cards means that the new Megas that they're going to be adding, surely they're going to be adding new Megas in Legends EA. That means that we get new Megas for Pokemon cards, which is like new Pokemon that we can get in cards, which is really sick. Speaking of sick, a Ferrothorn Pokeball. And nothing else in that pack. But with this black and white set coming out and it being the 30th anniversary next year, do you think that they'll do a black and white remake game? I don't know, that'd be kind of sick. All right, this is the last pack of the White Flare binder collection, which means it's the last pack of this video. And let's see if we get anything really cool. We don't, but damn did we get some really cool cards out of that binder collection. Best binder collection for sure out of the two. But these were White Flares pulls. The Samurott and the Oshawott are really, really sick. Some cool Pokeball rares. The Hydreigon EX and the Reshiram EX. Pretty sick. But I might be crazy for saying this. I do think Black Bolt's pulls were better because I think more people would care about the Samurott and the Oshawott from White Flare. But this Conkeldurr actually goes crazy. And this Axew. Plus, there's just so many cool cards. I forgot about the full arts, dude. Okay, yeah, Black Bolt won in my opinion, but let me know what was your favorite pulls of the video in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and the release day video that I posted a couple of days earlier. This took a lot of effort, a lot of time. Shout out to Will for editing this video. Give him a nice message in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!